What it is, what it do. I'm A1, this is Black Ops 3, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining how to get the upgraded wolf bow and arrow on the new zombies map, Der Eisendrache. Now the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to turn on the power, and you're also going to have to feed the 3 dragon heads located around the map. I've already explained how to do both of those in previous videos, so I'll link those in the description if you want to go check those out. But yeah, as soon as we turn on the power and feed the 3 dragons, I'll show you the first step you have to do to get the wolf bow and arrow. Alright, so once you turn on the power and you fed the 3 dragons, you're going to want to pick up the Wrath of the Ancients bow and arrow. As soon as you get that, you're going to want to go in the direction I'm going in, because that's where the first step is located. And in order to complete this first step, you're going to have to go to 4 different paintings and hold the square button or the action button. And when you walk up to it and hold the action button, it's either going to play a musical note or it's going to play like this little failing sound. And the reason that is because you have to click on those 4 paintings in the correct order. So we already tried that first painting. It didn't work. Now we're at the second painting, and that one didn't work either. And again, the way you know if it's the correct painting or not is because it'll play like a little musical note. And another way you can know you did it correctly is you'll see 2 wolf heads light up on the painting. So now we're at the third painting, and you can see the 2 wolf heads light up. So that means that is the correct first painting. And now we're going to go ahead and head over to the last painting, and hopefully this is the second one we have to do. If it's not, then it'll play like a little failing sound and you'll have to start over at the first painting. So obviously I didn't do this ahead of time. I don't know the correct order as of now, but we're going to go ahead and run through all the paintings until we find the correct order. Alright, so you see the 2 wolf heads light up and then they disappeared. That means that is not the second painting. So we're going to have to go back to the first one. And once we light up that first one, we're going to check out the other 2 paintings to see which of those is the second painting that we have to do. Because again, you have to click on the 4 paintings in the correct order. Another thing I forgot to mention is, let's see. Nope, that's not the correct second painting because the 2 wolf heads disappeared. So the second painting is going to be located up there. We're going to go back to the first one and start at the beginning again. Because again, if you click on the wrong painting, you'll have to start all the way over. But yeah, another thing I wanted to quickly mention is that the order of these paintings do change every time you play this map. So the order you see me doing the paintings in this video may not be the same for you, but the best way to figure out the order of the paintings is to do a trial and error. You're basically just going to have to keep going to all of the 4 paintings until you figure out the correct order. So as you see, we just figured out the second painting right there. The 2 wolf heads lit up and they stayed lit. So we're going to go ahead and try this painting down here. And if the 2 wolf heads light up, yep. If they light up, then that means it's the correct order. And now all we have to do is do the 4th and final painting, which is located next to the power room. So now we're going to go ahead and head over there. Yep, and as you can see, the 2 wolf heads lit up on the 4th and final painting. So that was the order we had to do them in. But again, the order may be different for you because it changes every time you play this map. Anyways, after you've lit up the 4 paintings in the correct order, you'll then have to go down to where the pyramid is located. And you want to check this wall right here, because as you can see, an arrow is going to drop out of the wall. And that's going to allow you to start the wolf bow and arrow quest. Alright, so once you have started the quest, the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to the teleporter and then use the teleporter to get to the rocky yard, because that's where the second step is located. Alright, so once you teleported, you want to go ahead and run next to the rocket and look up where I do. And if you look up on top of those rocks up there, you'll see a flag up there, and you have to try to shoot that flag with your bow and arrow. And if you're able to hit it, it'll drop a skull all the way to the ground. And what you want to do at this point is walk up to the skull, hold the square button or the action button, and pick up the skull. Now once you pick up the skull, you're going to have to go back to where the pyramid is located. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the beginning and then run back to the pyramid. And once you get to the pyramid, you'll have to walk up to the box that has the 2 wolf heads on it. and that box is going to be located right next to the pyramid. So now, right now, we're looking for the box that has the two wolf heads on it. There it is. And once you walk up to it, you want to hold the square button. And I noticed that it didn't work the first time I tried it, so you may have to like move your character around a little bit or try to look at a different part of the box because it didn't work the first couple times I tried it. But I kept looking around the box and I kept holding square, and eventually you're gonna see a spirit wolf appear from nowhere, like right there. You can see the spirit wolf. So just walk up to the box that has two wolf heads on it, hold the square button. If it doesn't work, keep holding it in a different location, and eventually the spirit wolf will appear. As soon as it appears, it's going to start walking around the map, and you'll see a bunch of footprints left by the spirit wolf just in case you get lost. But yeah, you just want to follow the spirit wolf, and he's going to stop at 3 different locations and dig in the ground. As you see right here, here's the first location he digs up. You'll see a little pile of rocks behind him. And basically what you have to do is kill somewhere around 10 zombies near those pile of rocks. And as soon as we kill enough zombies, the spirit wolf's going to go back to that pile of rocks, and then he's going to leave you something that you have to pick up. And you're going to have to do this 3 different times. So right now we're going to go ahead and start another round, and we're going to try to kill as many zombies near this pile of rocks as we can. Alright, so we killed enough zombies. You can see the spirit wolf walking back to those pile of rocks and digging in it. After he does that, you want to walk up to those pile of rocks, hold the square button to pick it up, and then after you pick it up, the spirit wolf is going to walk to the second location. So right now we're going to go ahead and follow the spirit wolf to the second location. And once we get there, we're going to have to do the same thing we did last time. He's going to dig into the ground. He's going to leave a pile of rocks behind, and you're going to have to kill somewhere around 10 zombies to fill it up with souls. And as soon as you fill it up with souls, the spirit wolf's going to dig in that pile of rocks again, and he's going to leave you something that you have to pick up. So right now we're going to go ahead and try to kill some zombies near this pile of rocks that he just left. Alright, so as you can see right here, we just filled up the second pile of rocks full of souls. Now the spirit wolf is digging in those pile of rocks again. Once it gets done digging in it, we got to walk up to it, hold the square button, and then the spirit wolf is going to walk to the third and final location. So we're going to go ahead and follow the spirit wolf to the third pile of rocks. And we're going to do the same thing we did with the first 2 pile of rocks. We're going to try to kill at least 10 zombies near those pile of rocks, and as soon as it's full, the spirit wolf will dig into those pile of rocks again, and he'll leave you something that you have to pick up, and you pick it up by holding square. So now we're going to try to kill 10 more zombies near this pile of rocks. Alright, so once you've killed enough zombies near the third pile of rocks, just like with the other 2, you're going to see the spirit wolf walk up to those pile of rocks and start digging in it. And once he gets done digging in those pile of rocks, you're going to want to walk up to it and hold the action button to pick up whatever he left behind. And as soon as you pick that up, you're going to see the spirit wolf walk over to this wall and face this wall. Now once you see the spirit wolf staring at this wall, the next thing you're going to have to do is make sure you turn on the anti-gravity that's near the pyramid. And in order to turn on the anti-gravity, you're going to have to stand on these 4 pressure plates that are located around the pyramid, and you're going to have to stand on them for about 4 or 5 seconds. And as soon as you stand on them for about 4 or 5 seconds, you'll see that pressure plate light up. And as soon as all the 4 pressure plates light up, you will have then started the anti-gravity mechanism, which is going to last for about a minute or 2. Then it cuts off for about a minute or 2, and then it cuts back on for about a minute or 2. So in order to complete this next step, you're going to have to complete it while the anti-gravity mechanism is turned on. Now once it's turned on, you're going to want to go back to the location where the spirit wolf is facing the wall. Now once you get back to where the spirit wolf is located, you're going to want to look up above where the spirit wolf is, and you're going to see a hole in the wall. And basically what you have to do is you have to wait till the anti-gravity turns on, and then you're going to have to try to shoot a bow and arrow inside that hole in the wall. And it may take you a couple tries to do it, but just keep running back and forth along the wall. And once you have shot inside of it, you're going to see this little pad appear from nowhere. And once you see that pad appear, you're going to want to run along the walls and stand on top of that pad that's directly in front of the hole in the wall. And when you're standing on the pad, you're going to want to hold the square button. You're going to see this little skeleton appear, and he's going to offer you the reforged arrow. And all you have to do is just hold square to pick up the reforged arrow. And as soon as you pick it up, you're going to want to go back to where the pyramid is, walk up to the box that has the 2 wolf heads on it, and hold the square button. And when you hold the square button, it's going to give the reforged arrow to the box that has the 2 wolf heads on it. And all you have to do at this point is just kill somewhere between 20 and 30 zombies near this box that has the reforged arrow. Now, once you have filled up this box full of souls, somewhere between 20 and 30 souls, all you have to do at that point is just walk up to the box and give it your Wrath of the Ancients bow and arrow. And all you have to do is hold the square button to give it your bow and arrow. And after you do that, all you have to do is just wait a couple seconds. And after you wait a couple seconds, you should be able to pick up your upgraded wolf bow and arrow. Alright, so now that we have the upgraded wolf bow and arrow, I'm going to go ahead and show you some gameplay of it. But there were a couple things I wanted to point out. Just like with the other upgraded bow and arrows, there are 2 kinds of shots when it comes to the bow and arrows. If you shoot it the regular way, you'll be able to take out zombies. But if you pull back on your arrow before you shoot, you'll be able to do a lot more damage and take out a lot more zombies. But you should also keep in mind that when you pull back on your arrow, it's going to use more arrows as well. But I definitely recommend that you pull back on your arrow because it does a lot more damage and it takes out a lot more zombies. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to getting the upgraded wolf bow and arrow on the Der Eisendrache Zombies map. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful in any way, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1. Thanks for watching.